As you've already learned, there are a lot of actions required to ensure the danger zones are clear. Now, sometimes you may be distracted, and that's when you can lose track of a child. That's when a child can sneak out of your line of sight and enter a danger zone.
Yes, and there are a number of common distractions you face every day. Horseplay for one, and that can be on the bus or in a loading zone. You can also get distracted by a child who is sick or has a problem.
Activity outside the bus can also distract you. Maybe a car ignores your flashing lights and drives past.
Or a parent who comes to the bus to ask you something is also a distraction.
Or maybe there's construction near the loading zone and you have to deal with the disruption of the traffic patterns.
Exactly. Or there could be a nearby accident that catches your attention. The point is, it only takes a second to lose track of where all the kids are. And that's when a child outside of the bus can slip into a danger zone.
So you have to be vigilant. Refocus your attention back on the children and remember, always clear your mirrors before moving. There are also some special circumstances you need to consider.
We had one case where a child got off the bus, crossed the street, and just as she got to her front steps, her artwork blew out of her hands and back towards the bus. She ran after it, got hit. Her mother was watching from the front porch. Tragic.
I remember we had a teenager who properly crossed in front of the bus, but when he got to the other side of the street, he stopped. The driver didn't think much of it, so she cleared her mirrors and started to drive away. Turns out the kid was fishing in his pockets for some money he'd lost. Guess where it was? Yeah, in front of the bus. While the driver was checking her mirrors, he'd gone back for it. That's why we got to keep reminding these kids, never go back to the bus without alerting the driver first.
Unfortunately, these are true stories, and they make the point that you have to be vigilant about what's happening around your bus. You have to be sure you know where all the children are before you begin to pull away.
And remember, count them away and clear your mirrors before you move the bus. If you're ever in doubt, don't drive off. If you have to, get out of the bus and look to make sure no child is in danger of being hit.